Hi, everyone. My name is Leanne Rhodes, and I am the Head of Creative and Social Media at the National Small Business Chamber, the NSBC. And I would like to welcome you to our series where we celebrate the incredible achievements, honor the sacrifices, hear about the struggles and victories, and experience the absolute passion of the individuals and teams behind small businesses in South Africa. Today, I'd like to introduce you to our featured small business owner and NSBC member, Ricardo Paddy from Scibotron. A very warm welcome to you, Ricardo.
Thanks, Leanne.
All right. So, Ricardo, let's jump straight into this. Tell us a little bit more about your business. What do you do at Scibotron?
Okay, so at Scibotron, we are a systems integrator. We deal with different technologies. We're a technology company. And basically, we deal a lot with industrial process control. So we'll automate a mine or a food and beverage plant. We'll put on the algorithms and the control systems that will control the plant. It will ensure that everything is running optimally and ensure that production keeps running, in a nutshell.
Wow. I mean, that sounds quite intricate and fascinating. So, Ricardo, why did you start this business?
So passion for innovation. We're really passionate about innovation, about the sciences. We believe that as South Africans, we have the ability to stand amongst some of the best on a worldwide scale. And from having worked a lot internationally in my previous life, from spending a lot of time overseas, I've come to realize that despite being a third world country, we have many innovative individuals. We have many technologies that we drive, and I think that we need to start to get to a stage where we realize that as South Africans we have a lot to offer. So it was passion for the field, for engineering, for the sciences, and we're doing a lot of work in current topics such as Industry 4, in driving innovation within the Industry 4 sector, in machine learning, in automating processes. So as an example, during the lockdown, we allowed customers to completely operate plants remotely. So operators were able to sit at home and run big pieces of machinery remotely with all of the feedback, all of the information at their fingertips in their house. And this allowed some of our customers to maintain operations, to keep people employed, to keep capital ticking over, in order to keep production going. So that's some of the things we do.
And yeah, we can compete globally if we just believe in ourselves. I can just see you exuding with this passion for what you do. I absolutely love it. So,
yeah, you're absolutely right. So sorry, I think like I look at guys like Mark Shuttleworth or Elon Musk. They're actually South African exports, and I think we need to, like you say, believe in ourselves, stop exporting our skills, and it's going to take the really everybody working together to actually build a better South Africa.
Absolutely. I know we've touched on it already, but what do you love about running your business specifically? We've spoken about how much you love your field and what you do, but what is it about your business that really hits home?
So, Leanne, I think the novelty of business, I work with an amazing team of people. We don't have that mindset of any challenge is too big. So we've got people that are really passionate about the field as well, highly committed individuals. We work with clients that are absolutely lovely to work with. And we have a mutual understanding that if we don't make it happen, it's not going to happen. So every time that there's a problem, we look for solutions, and having that freedom to explore different solutions, having that freedom to explore scenarios and put them into plan and try, fail, stand up, and eventually succeed is one of the passions. It's one of the things that keep us coming back every day.
That the last point you made about trying, failing, getting back up again, succeeding perfectly into the next question. And I think there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that can completely identify with that. My next question would be, what is one of the biggest lessons you have learned in the business?
Right. So especially during this lockdown, it was to critically consider the broad effects that every one of our decisions have on the six capitals, namely, financial, intellectual, manufacturing, the human capital, society, exactly how we impact and how every decision actually has an impact on that. With the specific view of considering sustainability, and we look at some of the disaster recovery scenarios, so things that we had never imagined. I had never imagined that we would face a pandemic. I would never imagined in my lifetime that we would see a lockdown like this. So just that being agile, being able to respond to a crisis like this, and to consider broadly that it doesn't just impact us as individuals, us as a company, it impacts society, it impacts our economy, and considering the way that our decisions actually have that impact has been one of the biggest lessons that I've learned on my business journey.
Absolutely. That makes so much sense. Just to see the effect, like in a larger scale, beyond just your little bubble. So,
Yep.
so tell me, when it comes to difficult times, it helps a lot to have a reason. Your reason why is often what pulls you through those tough times. What would you say is your why, and what do you focus on to get through tough times in business and in life?
Right. So my why is to make a sustainable difference, to make an impact, to be the difference. What pulls me through is my faith. I believe quite heavily in faith. Past successes, knowing that we can get through this, knowing that we've been through sometimes easier times, sometimes harder times, and then also having a look at the impact that we have on people's lives, knowing that we can still put food on people's table, for example, during a lockdown, or knowing that we are positively impacting communities or society. That keeps me going. So when the chips are down and all of my other motivators fail, those are my three go-tos.
That makes so much sense to me. And then lastly, Ricardo, why should South Africa support small businesses now and beyond?
Leanne, it's an excellent question, and I think to a large degree with globalization, we started losing touch a little bit with. As a lot of governments and countries have seen, that there's a need to firstly ensure that we look inside and we make sure that we're cooperating inside. But I think more importantly is what I touched on earlier, was that our country is filled with capable businesses, capable people, capable individuals, and that we're able to create value on a world-class scale. By supporting our local businesses, we not only support support them in their capacity, but effectively we add to South Africa's economy, we add to society, and we end up with this butterfly effect where every little bit that we do actually has this. It comes back, because with better societies, better economies, we all prosper as a nation. And I think it was the Wright brothers that said we succeed not because we should or because we will, but it's because we must fly. And I think that's quite an important thing for South Africans. We have to succeed because we must succeed, not because failure just isn't an option. And I think that's one of the important reasons that we should actually support local South African businesses.
Ricardo, what you said makes absolute sense. And South Africa, remember that supporting small businesses mean you're supporting a community, you're supporting families, you're supporting kids getting education, you're supporting people getting experience and people getting skills. And small businesses are agile and they're flexible and they're creative and they can make things happen quickly. So go out and support small businesses today and beyond. Ricardo, thank you so much. This has been a delight. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Leanne, I think from my side, I'm really inspired by how many initiatives there are how South Africans have taken taken this bull by the horns. And I look at what, for example, the NSBC is doing, just in something like this, promoting small business. It was unprompted. It was, and yet it adds value. And I think it's that attitude of caring for each other, of promoting each other, and that attitude of collaboration, that together we'll win. So I'm quite grateful. I'm quite thankful for the opportunity to have this discussion. I think it's quite awesome, and yeah, I think all the best with all the other interviews.
So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Ricardo. All the best for the rest of the year.
Awesome, thanks, Leanne, and all the best to you too. Take care.